Hey guys, it's Grace. Welcome to my channel. I post beauty and lifestyle videos every single Friday, and today I'm going to be showing you some of my Amazon home favorites. So before I get into all of the favorites, I just want to put out a disclaimer that obviously ordering from Amazon is not the greatest thing at this time. Some of their workers have been striking, and there has been, some issues with potentially overworking some of their workers, and so please make sure that you're only buying things that you deem are essential to you. And that's where I'm going to kind of leave it, because it is not my place to deem what is or is not essential to someone else. I did see a post on Facebook the other day, and it was basically saying that you could see someone go to Home Depot and buy a plant and think that's absolutely not essential, but you may not know that they have mental health issues and watching something grow keeps them alive. And I think it's a great perspective to apply to other situations. It is not my place to deem what is essential to anyone else. And there's been a huge emphasis on everyone's physical health, obviously, right now with coronavirus, but we can't forget about mental health, emotional health, women's health, all of that. So if someone does deem that something is essential to them, that is their business and it's not anyone else's. Yes, we can be an advocate, but we also can't go around just being a critic. We have to be constructive and supportive of people and know that everyone knows themselves best and can make the decisions that are best for them and their health. That being said, I think I have about 8 or 9 Amazon home favorites that I wanted to share with you all. I know that a lot of people are using this time to kind of plan some home renovations or figure out how they want to redo a room in the future, so I hope that some of these items you enjoy and that you can add onto your save for later list and purchase when it is a better time in the world. Okay, so the first couple of items I can't really show you because they are too big to bring in the frame, but the first item is my bedding. So I ordered a duvet and duvet cover off of Amazon, and I am obsessed. I did talk about this in one of my recent Amazon videos, but I just wanted to mention it again because I do really like it. I go more in depth, I think, in that video, so I'll link it up in the cards, but I just love this duvet and duvet cover. I really wanted just plain white bedding for my room when I started to redo it. I wanted it to feel like hotel bedding. I didn't want a comforter with like stripes or tufts or buttons, or I just wanted completely plain white, which meant that I needed to get a duvet and a duvet cover, and I am obsessed with how this looks and how it feels. It literally feels like a hotel bed. Like crawling into bed at night is just like, I literally feel like I'm on vacation. No, I don't. I really don't. I'm literally at home. It is all white, which is something I was worried about when I first got it. I was wondering, as a very klutzy person, how I was going to do with that, but I have spilled a lot of things on this duvet cover, and all of them have come out. Literally all of them. So I've spilled food. Literally the other day I shaved my legs and I didn't know that I cut my ankle, and then I got into bed and then realized I literally had bled on my sheets, which is so sad. But it actually came out. There was no issues getting it out at all. So it is great if you want that look of white bedding but you're a little bit worried about the stains. It's a good deal. It was actually so inexpensive. I cannot remember how much it was, but it was so cheap for the two of them for like the quality of it and what it is, so I definitely recommend those. The second item is actually my bed frame. So I have a very, very small bedroom, like very small, and I wanted to put a full-size bed in because, I don't know, I was just getting older. I didn't want my twin bed anymore, but I also didn't want to spend like $500 on a bed frame, and I didn't want anything that was going to be too big and thick and clunky and take up too much space in my teeny tiny room. So I actually found this bed frame on Amazon. It was literally $100 for this bed frame, which is insane because it's a whole entire bed frame. It is just a simple black metal bed frame. It's very, very simple. It has a very small headboard and a small footboard, but that's something I really appreciate. I didn't want my headboard to be this giant thing that took up a ton of room on the wall, and I also wanted a footboard because I like the idea of keeping my sheets kind of in and not having them like flow over the end of the bed. So this has been perfect. I was very grateful that my parents built this for me when I was at work one day. I was sleeping on a mattress on the floor prior, and then the bed got delivered, like the mattress itself. So my parents built the bed for me, and from what I know, it was pretty easy to build, which is awesome. It wasn't like one of those convoluted pieces of furniture that you order online. It has been really great quality. It is very sturdy. I have had absolutely no issues. I love this. It's a great deal for the price as well. The next item I also can't show you, but again, it goes with my bed, and that is a mattress slip cover sheet pad thing. I don't know what this exactly is called, but it will be linked down below with all the rest of the items. But basically, when I got my mattress and I put it onto my new bed frame, I noticed my mattress was like slipping and sliding everywhere. Like, I sat down on the edge of my bed one day and it like slid like 6 inches. I literally scared the crap out of myself, but I needed something that was going to stop my mattress from moving around, and I didn't know that this existed. My mom actually found this on Amazon, and it is such a great idea if you are also having this issue. I think this is more common with like metal bed frames because they don't have really any grip to them. It's just like a metal bar you're putting your mattress on top of. Essentially what it is just this little thin pad that is almost kind of not sticky, but it has a texture to it that is going to prevent your mattress from moving around. I put this underneath my mattress and I have not had any issues since with my mattress moving around or coming off of the bed frame, and it's such a quick, easy fix. When I looked up this issue about like a mattress sliding off this bed, a lot of people in like the reviews of the bed frame were saying that they had to use like an L bracket, like a metal L bracket, and drill it into like the bars of the bed, and I was like, that's a lot, and that's creating a lot of extra holes. So this was a perfect, very inexpensive way to fix this issue. Okay, my next favorite Amazon home item is my drawer storage containers. When I started to redo my room, I got all new furniture. I got a new desk from IKEA, and I absolutely love this desk, but I needed some way to organize everything inside of it. My desk before had multiple drawers, and this one only has 2, but they are larger drawers, so all of my stuff was just like literally all over the place in this desk, and I needed something to kind of divide everything up and just organize it more. So I got these off Amazon and I absolutely love them. They are great quality and they are fantastic for the price. I feel like something like this at the Container Store would be so much more money, so definitely grab these ones. They come in a pack of, I want to say like 6 or 8 maybe, but they come in 3 different sizes. So the first one is this little tiny cube or square container. So I just have some like single-use little mascara wands in here for when I apply something to my lashes, and this is really great. It's just very small. I also use this for like my beauty blender I have in here, which is nice because it can dry in there. And then there's like a medium container. I have some Sharpies in here, but this gives you a great idea of like the length of it. So it's just a medium size, and then they have a much longer one that is this size, and this one I just have some skincare products in. But they are awesome. I love these. They are so great that they come in different sizes because it really allows you to customize the drawer and to set it up in a way that makes sense. It also allows you to maximize your space because you can really fill your desk with these. The one thing I would say is that they only come in like specific sizes. So for me, in one section of my desk, I can't fit another one of like these small square containers. Like, there's just not enough space, and so I do have a gap, and then when I close my drawer they slide around a little bit, but I don't really mind that. It's not the end of the world or anything, but just something to be aware of. So make sure that you're measuring your desk drawer before, or whatever space you're going to organize, before you order them, and then figure out what sizes you need and what kind of setup you want to go with, so you can kind of maximize what you're spending and what containers you're getting, if that makes any sense. Okay, the next item, again, is something I can't really show you per se, but it is my dresser and my nightstand. So again, when I started to redo my room, I was looking for new furniture, and I'm cheap as heck, okay? I did not want to go to like a furniture store and spend a couple $100s on a nightstand. That just did not make any sense to me, but I wanted something that was going to be wood and that was going to go with my new theme. Obviously, this does not match my pink walls. I know. My walls are supposed to get painted, but of course with coronavirus, now we are not having anyone enter our home, and those businesses are not even open, so we shall embrace the pink for a while longer. Basically, I ended up getting this dresser and nightstand on Amazon. They were super affordable. I want to say the nightstand was like $100 and the dresser was about $150 to $200, but don't quote me on that. I'm not entirely sure. The prices on these have fluctuated as well, so they could be different from what I originally paid for it, but they are great quality. Like, really, really good quality. The one thing I will say about these is they were a pain in the you-know-what to build, okay? People say that IKEA furniture is awful, but I literally built my entire IKEA desk by myself in like an hour and a half, and each of these pieces, the dresser and the nightstand, took me multiple hours to build. Multiple. And I had to get help multiple times from people in my family. It was a lot. These are really great. The drawers slide very easily. The drawers are very deep and spacious. They are just great pieces of furniture. I think they're very nice, sturdy pieces of furniture for what they cost. Like, I feel like $100 for a nightstand is pretty fair when it's solid wood. Like, it's pretty good. Okay, so the next item is these wine cork stoppers, like plastic cork stoppers. So basically what they are is just if you have a bottle of wine that comes with a cork, then you obviously need something to plug it. And so this is exactly what it is. It plugs into the wine. There's like a little kind of caging or like grating on there that I'm pretty sure helps to like aerate the wine, and then it just seals like that, and it just will not spill. Like, it's fantastic. I am not someone to really buy any bottles of wine that have a cork, just because I never had anything like this, and they're usually much larger bottles of wine, and that's just like not my speed. But my mom actually got me these because we kept running into issues with like having a bottle of wine with a cork and not having anything to plug it. So we got these. These are awesome. Something I really like about them is that they have this little kind of lip at the corner. You can kind of see it, so that when you pour it out, it pours so like seamlessly, and it doesn't like dribble back on itself, if that makes sense. Sometimes when you pour things out of like a larger container, it just kind of spills down the side of it, but this does not do it. It's awesome. I did have a big bottle of wine that did not fit in the side compartment of my fridge, and I had to lay it down on the shelf in my fridge with this in it, and it did not spill or leak. We were like terrified as we were putting the wine in the fridge, but it was awesome. It did not leak at all. These are great, and I think they were like $5 for a pack of what, 3? So great deal. Okay, the next item is again something I can't show you, but I will insert a clip here so you can see what it is and how it works. In one of my recent videos, I talked about how I splurged on buying a makeup vanity for my desk, and I absolutely love it. But before I did that, I actually decided to DIY my own makeup mirror, and I absolutely love it. It works great. It's the lighting that I use usually to film. I was super hesitant to use these because the reviews are like either really good or really bad, and I was really hesitant. They're only like $20, so it's not like a huge investment, but I built this entire mirror for only $30, and it was such a great deal. Like, it just worked out so well. So I definitely recommend these. I will insert a clip just to see how they work, but basically they are just light bulbs kind of that you stick onto a mirror, and it comes with a little plug that you attach, and then an on and off button, and when you hold down on the on button, you can either dim or brighten the light, which is awesome. It really gives you so much control in the light and just allows the light to be exactly what you need. It's just very, very customizable, which I really appreciate. I will say the process of building this was a little bit stressful because you do have to be careful where you put these down. Once these light bulbs are down, they are down and they are not coming off. So it was a bit of a process. They did claim that when you put the light bulb down, you would just twist it, and the excess wiring between the bulb you're placing down and the last bulb you place down would just kind of get wrapped around as you twisted it. Mine did not work that way, so I did go back to the reviews on the post when I was building it, and other people said they had the same issue, so they just twisted it strategically, and that's exactly what I did. So it was a bit of a process. You do have to make sure you are careful and that you are strategic and you are planning out how you're going to put it together. But I absolutely love this. I use this one when I am at college in my dorm because I don't want to bring my entire makeup vanity on my desk, but I love it. It is great. I think it's definitely worth the $20 that it is, and if you are not someone who wants to spend a lot of money on a makeup vanity, then definitely just get one like this. You really don't need the big one. I honestly, now that I have both, I think this one is just fine. So definitely check them out and invest in them if you want to have like a makeup vanity but you don't want to spend like $250. So hooking you up. Okay, the next item makes me feel like I'm literally 40 years old to talk about this, but these are food huggers. So basically these are little silicone circles. I don't really know what you call them. And basically we use these here at my house for produce. So for example, almost every day I use this one. I really like having avocado toast with tomato, and so I will slice the tomato, and then you basically just take whatever produce you have and you just pop it in here. It creates like a suction around it to preserve it and to not allow any air in, and then there you go. Your tomato is just protected in this little thing, which I think it is just so genius, because if you were to take a open like cut tomato and just put it in a plastic bag, the juice is going to get everywhere. It's going to rot very fast. The air is going to make it all gross, but this saves it. It's just so, like, I'm literally 45 years old thinking that this is really cool, but like, they are. They're just cool. I don't know what else you could use these for. We always just use them for tomatoes, but I'm sure you could use them for other things as well, things that you want to preserve, but it's definitely just for like produce and stuff. But these are just awesome. They have a really big one, like size of my hand. They have a one that's a bit smaller. This one fits like a large size tomato, and then this one is a bit smaller. This fits, again, a smaller tomato, and this teeny tiny one, I have no clue what you could put in this one because it's so small, but I mean, depending on what kind of produce you have, this might be great for something. So these are really awesome. I definitely recommend these. The next two items kind of go together. One of them I can't really show you, the other one I will, but the first one is my hamper. So my dorm at school is very small, and like most dorms, you don't have that much space, so you have to maximize your space as much as you can. Now, last year, my sophomore year of college, I had a laundry basket hamper thing that was like really big, and it was great because it carried all my clothes, but it was so hard to store in my space. It was like one of those ones that kind of like extends and pops out, but it was so hard to store because it was so big. And this past year, I knew that I needed something smaller, and I wanted something that I could slide under my bed. So I found this hamper, and it is just genius. It is genius. Everything about this is genius. First of all, this hamper is so extremely slim. It is so slim, but it somehow manages to fit so much clothes in it. Like, it is just nuts. It is so slim, it fits literally anywhere. There were so many places in my dorm that I could have slipped this in because it was so like skinny. I ended up putting it between like two pieces of furniture, and it is just awesome. It also has wheels, which I appreciate because sometimes I will take my backpack and then I will head down to like where the laundry room is and just go chill in the study lounge while my laundry is being done. And when I have my backpack on, carrying my whole laundry bin and my Tide Pods and my dryer sheets and all that stuff is just a lot. So I would just wheel this out of my room, wheel it into the elevator, and bring it downstairs, and it is awesome. The wheels do not get stuck. It just glides right along the floor. Genius. It also has one side of it that is just clear and you can see in, and this sounds wild, but you know when you're like getting ready and you're like, oh my gosh, I really want to wear that shirt, I really want to wear those pants, did I wear those already? Like, why can't I find them? Are they in the laundry? Boom. You just go over to the little clear side and you can look in and you can see what items are in there. This is so helpful. I cannot even tell you how many times I've been like getting dressed for work and I'm like, where is my work shirt? And then I realize it's in the laundry, which is okay. I can go to work without my work shirt on, but then I'm freaking out trying to look for my work shirt and it's literally in my laundry. I can see it and I can tell it's there. It is great. I also love this now that I have it at home. It fits into my closet perfectly. I had a hamper at home before that was, again, really big, and it was just hard and obnoxious to store because it just looked really ugly in my space, but this one is so slim and is so nice. Going along with that, the next item is actually these air purifying bags. So these are just the Olivia and Aiden air purifying bag. So these are supposed to naturally absorb odors, allergens, bacteria, and harmful pollutants, as well as preventing excess moisture, mold, and mildew. So I originally bought these for my brother in his room because he is very allergic to dust, and so he was dusting his room like a lot, and it was getting to just be a lot because he would just end up getting really like stuffy and like coughing a lot whenever his room would get dusty, and it was just a lot to keep up with. So I got these for him, and they do work a little bit, I would say, in his room, but they definitely can't handle like an entire room. I actually took one of these from him because when I put my hamper in my closet, I noticed that my closet kind of just started to smell like my dirty clothes. So I grabbed one of these and I just put it at the bottom of my hamper, and then when I put my clothes in, it absorbs like the odor, so my closet does not smell, which is just great. I mean, it's just awesome. It definitely does work, I would say, for that. I don't think it can handle like an entire room, but it's just really awesome for small spaces like that. These would be awesome in like gym bags or like sports bags, like a soccer bag or something. something. Like, I cannot even tell you, like, my softball bag used to smell like dookie growing up, just from like my sneakers and my helmet and all that jazz. These would have been so helpful. They also are supposed to be easily rejuvenated by just placing it in the sun for an hour. So it says to do it every month. I don't know when the last time I did it was, but they are something you can reuse over and over and over again just by doing that. So they're a great investment because you can reuse them. So I definitely recommend these if you have any small spaces that are kind of just a little stinky, or if you have small spaces that you need like the dust or any allergens in the air to kind of be absorbed. So definitely check these out. They are worth it, and I do think they actually work. Okay, and the very final item is my Tekia water bottle. I believe that's how you pronounce it. I've heard some people say Tekia, but it literally is just like Tekia. So I think that's how you say it. I don't know. But this is literally the same thing as a Hydro Flask, okay? I've never owned a Hydro Flask, but I do have some friends who do, and this does exactly the same thing as a Hydro Flask, but it is a fraction of the price. I used to be in a phase where I really liked my water to stay cold. Now my teeth are getting kind of sensitive for some reason, and so I don't like to have my water cold, so I don't use this anymore. But I mean, you can see like there's a bunch of like little marks on it. I used the heck out of this thing when I did use it, and basically what it is just a water bottle that will keep things hot or cold for very long periods of time. I could put ice water in this Friday at 9 a.m. and Saturday at 9 a.m. There would still be ice in it. Like, it will literally keep your drinks so cold. I never put anything hot in it just because I only used it for water, but it will do the same thing for hot objects as well. Objects, I mean liquids, like hello. It does have a screw off kind of top, and then you can just drink out of here. I do prefer something with a straw now, but this was really great. It does have a clip as well on the end, so you can hold onto it and carry it around very easily. It's just really awesome. It's super easy to clean as well. There's no like cracks or crevices where things will get really stuck in, which I appreciate. Some water bottles just have like so many like silicone coverings and indents and designs and imprints and things that just make it so hard to clean. This is super easy. I really, really like this. This is a 24-ounce water bottle, but I know they do have larger sizes, so definitely check these out if you're in the market for something like a Hydro Flask or a Yeti, because these are definitely cheaper and do the exact same thing. Okay, so those are all of my favorite Amazon home items. I hope that you all enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up and leave a comment down below if you have any video suggestions or any questions or comments about any of the items I shared today. And of course, make sure to subscribe. Again, I upload beauty and lifestyle videos every single Friday, and yeah, I'll see you next Friday. Bye!